Alrighty, and welcome back, folks, here to another men's soccer contest here at Gustafson Field here on a Sunday. This is Chris Jones here with
Joaquin Sanchez.
We're here to bring you the TLU Bulldogs versus the Howard Payne Yellow Jackets. And bit of dreary conditions here today. Very slow Sunday, been raining all day, so interesting conditions out here on the pitch, and we'll see how this one goes. You know, Joaquin, I was out on Friday, but Bulldogs with the tough contest with the out-of-state opponent. So, you know, looking to see how their form will be today here. You know, day off, a little bit of rest, and see how they can compete and battle against this Howard Payne team. Any thoughts, Joaquin?
Last game was really tough. A lot of back and forth. You know, both teams fought hard, but Bulldogs definitely did not let that fire brim. You know, they kept going, they kept pushing, and you're going to definitely see that team do the same thing today at this game.
Absolutely. And, you know, I didn't get to watch much, but, you know, of what I saw and, you know, hear about, you know, Avila and Guzman really stepping up as freshmen again. And
definitely the freshmen were the stars of that game, I will say.
Absolutely.
Max with the goal.
Role. So, you know, with Aldridge still being out, you know, kind of your defensive anchor, you know, things are a little bit different. But, you know, returners and a good freshman class have, you know, helped kind of fuel the Bulldogs here with the strong start. You know, sitting at 1-1-1, playing an 0-3 Howard Payne team today. So, going to be a good challenge for the Bulldogs. But, you know, playing a lot of these American Southwest opponents here early, you know, we played Hardin-Simmons, played UMHB, you know. So, as we go, you know, kind of through that league, you know, it's good to know how you stand because that league isn't as strong as ours, obviously. But, you know, it's who's around and who's available to play. So seeing us do well against those other teams, you know, it helps me feel better about our odds in the SCAC League this year. So it'll be really interesting to see here.
Definitely. Shows that we can compete.
Absolutely. And you know that we're one of the best in the state and, you know, ultimately working towards being one of the best in the country. And, you know, seeing freshmen do well is a sign of a good, healthy program. So we'll go ahead and meet the starters here for your Bulldogs. In the goal, number 1, Ernesto Avila. Number 2, Eli Lopez, defense. Number 3, Alex Hart, defense. Number 10, Carlos Longoria, midfield. Number 11, Jesus Carrillo, midfield. Number 12, Jaden Frankie, midfield, getting the start today. Number 18, Evan Bermont, midfield. Number 19, Preston Humph, up front at the forward position. Number 27, Evan Pacheco. Number 36, Chris Cantu, midfield. Number 42, DJ Sassenhagen, midfield. And now for Howard Payne. In the goal, number 0, Adrian Villa. Number 2, Zachary Hallman, midfield. Number 3, Ashton Riedel, defense. Number 5, Ethan Malden, midfield. Number 7, Nate Smith, defense. Number 10, Colby Lara, forward. Number 12, Devin Connolly, defense. Number 15, Jacob Lopez, midfield. Number 18, Juan Naro, defense. Number 20, Dylan Massengill, defense. Number 24, Tristan Merck, midfield. So, going to be interesting here as, you know, see both starters work out. You know, one thing, Joaquin, I wanted to mention, you know, as we have the camera live, you know, you can see the rain today. You can see the conditions. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Bulldogs do in their first rainy contest of the season.
Definitely.
You know, Joaquin, I think you can speak to, you know, how the rain changes things.
Yeah, you know, as a player, as a soccer player, playing in the rain was one of the hardest things anyone could really do because the ball moves super quick and you got to be ready for any little movement. Just things are a little bit more sensitive. But you know what? Some of the best games were played in the rain.
Absolutely.
So definitely something to look forward to.
And, you know, it's, you know, part of what makes soccer such a beautiful game, you know. Any little thing, any condition can change a match. And you're seeing how we'll adapt and handle this, you know, added pressure today will be good. So the Bulldogs, you know, looking to get things going here and, trying to get back into that win column. Current form opened up with the win over Hardin Simmons. Unfortunately lost one against Mary Hardin Baylor away. I believe that one was played in the rain, but it was on turf, so even more different. And, that draw the other night. But we will have a short break for the moment of silence, and the national anthem will be right back. And welcome back. In case you're just joining us, we're bringing you TLU versus Howard Payne for some men's soccer. Little rainy game action, and teams will huddle up and things will get going here, Joaquin. And excited to see what's in store for us today.
And definitely excited to see how the freshmen do in this game. They've been on a roll in every game they've been into. Maybe a loss, maybe a tie, but they've still kept playing hard, giving their 100%. So just love to see how they're doing in this game.
And, so far playing a pretty tough schedule, Hardin Simmons making the national tournament, UMHB right on their heels last season. UMHB, traditionally, being kind of the heavy hitter in that conference, and then playing, that team from out of state. Those are some tough matches here early, and, we'll see how the Bulldogs, respond today. This Howard Payne team, playing, decent schedules, lots of teams from the SCAC, but, going 0-3, I don't think they're quite the quality of the last three sides the Bulldogs have faced, so it'll be interesting to see how things play out here today. What the Bulldogs absolutely can't do is take it lightly, especially in these conditions, and, Sunday games, sometimes those can be hard to get up for, and we'll see how the Bulldogs handle this today. Some more sports news for those who care. Just got here because I was watching the U.S. Open Tennis Championship. Carlos Alcaraz edging over center today. So for those who care, interesting stuff. Joaquin, you big into tennis?
Not a big tennis guy, but I'll watch sports.
Absolutely.
I think I know some of the biggest names. Djokovic, Nadal, Rafael Nadal.
Those are some of the ones to know.
Still a big soccer guy, but I'm slowly getting into basketball and football.
Absolutely. I always recommend basketball, but I'm a little bit biased.
Yeah.
So interesting to say. I'm really, I think, going to like this connection up front of, Evan Pacheco and Preston Huff. That kind of gives you both options, Pacheco with his speed and, Huff with that, more methodical, stronger play style. And so Bulldogs really able to kind of, go back and forth. You've got Jaden Frankie that's pace in the midfield, and, Longoria that's more strength. Lots of good pieces for the Bulldogs, and interested to see how they pair. But we will get things going here. Howard Payne with the kickoff, so I'm going to go ahead and boot it forward. Sassenhagen breaking that up. That'll get out of bounds and stay with the Yellow Jackets. .50 ball going to TLU. Bulldogs now looking. Errant tackle there, gets away from the Bulldogs. Ball cleared away there from TLU, and now looking. And there you see, that first slip. And that is going to be a theme for the day as Longoria chips it forward to Huff. Huff's turning. Now he's looking with some space out wide. Bulldogs will dance. Over to Sassenhagen. Avila giving some strong words from his team from the goal. Bulldogs kind of all over the place over there on the left side of the field. They will change now. Lopez looking, connects. Sassenhagen trying to turn. It's a race for that one. Now deep in the corner, ball deflected, goal kick given. And I like the pressure from the Bulldogs early, working to get the ball into their opponent's fourth, into that deep area, and, looking to see what they can get going here.
It's definitely a great start.
And interesting here from Howard Payne, not going to boot it forward on the goal kick, instead choosing to play through the back. And Lopez and, Carrillo will press up front. So the Bulldogs kind of in that classic 4-4-4, 4-4-2 look today. Lots of midfield. Players out. Free ball given to the Bulldogs. Pacheco trying to win it back. Now Lopez will. Plays it through, chip ball into Huff. Huff's through on goal. He's taken down. And we will see a card here early. And that's a red given. And dangerous challenge results in a red card, so time will stop.
Well, we're definitely not going to argue with that.
And Howard Payne will go down a man 3 minutes into the game.
And just outside the box, too. Wow.
Absolutely dangerous spot there. And absolutely not what you want to see if you were Howard Payne coach Brandon McGibney. So, free kick, maybe 3 inches over that 18-meter line. Sorry to use both systems there, but official will back the wall off, and we will see. Official putting him into place. So Longoria will step up to knock this free kick down for the Bulldogs, the captain. Looking, and Huff, was one step shy of earning a penalty right there, and he was through on goal. Longoria, good ball, but just barely over. And good chance for the Bulldogs. Almost a goal right there. Huff was through on goal. So now Howard Payne down a man here early. Evan Pacheco winning the ball. Ball played through. Pacheco now with lots of space. Chipping ball into the backside of the box. Bulldogs can't control it. Sassenhagen, he slips. Longoria going to take a shot way out there. And that will be long. And another good chance for the captain. And so the Yellow Jackets, being down a body early, already proven to be troublesome.
We know they're playing 2 in the back, and, you know, that's not really a smart idea when you're going against a team that's all attacking.
Especially, you know, a team that sends 2 up front, you know.
Yeah.
Having that kind of even matchup there, you know, it's going to allow one-on-ones and be troublesome for the Yellow Jackets. But absolutely disastrous start for Howard Payne. And the Bulldogs looking to capitalize here early. Lopez to take the throw in. And, you know, truthfully, Joaquin, I was surprised we saw a red that early into a match. You know, pretty unfortunate tackle, but I wasn't quite sure of the nature. Bulldogs will change. Jaden Frankie now. Back over to Pacheco. Pacheco running. 1 more touch, 2 touch, shot taken. That will be picked up by the keeper there. Shot on goal, so.
Now the Bulldogs with a ton more confidence now.
Absolutely. And Villa, you know, making his first save of the day. But the Bulldogs going to be all over the ball here in this one. And already one back by Pacheco. Little flick, trying to turn. Can't corral it. Howard Payne now looking. Carrillo controls it. He'll play it back to Vermont. Over to Frankie. Frankie now running. You know, he has great pace. A little turn, almost through. Sassenhagen can't control it. That's sent forward by the keeper. Bulldogs mark the ball. Now Howard Payne with a chance to counter. All played long over to Yellow Jackets, looking for Hallman, but doesn't quite stay in bounds. So deep throw in now for the Bulldogs. Moving forward to Huff. Huff back to Sassenhagen. Over to Frankie. Bulldogs will change. Over to Hart now. 1 touch, kind of surveying into the middle. Carrillo looking to turn. Over to Longoria. Longoria through. Now Lopez running. Now the Bulldogs have some space.
What a ball.
Evan Pacheco onside. Great through ball there from the back. And that will earn the Bulldogs a deep throw in. So Lopez will take. And now the Bulldogs back into that Howard Payne third. Throwing into the box. Carrillo trying to turn. He's taken down. Ball deflected. Carrillo will stay with it. Going to get a cross in. Trying to earn a corner there. Doesn't quite get to it. Howard Payne defender will dribble it out. And so the Bulldogs will earn a throw in right back in the same spot. Cutting, looking for space into Carrillo. Back to Lopez. Lopez surveying. Ball in. Pacheco now. That intercepted by the Yellow Jackets. Longoria will deflect that one. The Bulldogs just have way too much time in the box and you're really struggling to see pressure, you know. And not a good sign for the Yellow Jackets. Bulldogs just itching to capitalize here. Little turn now from the Yellow Jackets.
And I think now something is mentally affecting the Yellow Jackets because now a ton of mistakes being made. Just now and just now. Honestly, I think they're just really wanting to get the ball on TLU's half.
Absolutely. You know, yet to have true possession and, you know, not really having a chance here early. And just really tough when you're down a man. You know, they're going to hustle and fly around, you know, but it's going to be tough for them. And dangerous pass there, you know, almost leading to a turnover, but the Bulldogs will slow it down. You know, continuing to change the ball is going to serve the Bulldogs well today. Now Lopez running. Good ball up. Carrillo takes a shot.
Wow.
Diving save from the Yellow Jackets. Keeps the Bulldogs from getting on the board. And what a ball in from Lopez. And Carrillo almost putting that one away. So we will have our first corner of the day. The Bulldogs, another great chance there. Had a couple now, and now it's a matter of time before they get on the board. Stepping into the corner is Chris Cantu. Good ball into the backside of the box. That headed away. Pacheco sticking with it. Cross in.
And goal.
To Vermont, and that will be a goal for the Bulldogs. So Evan Vermont will score for the Bulldogs. Evan Pacheco on the assist, and Bulldogs open it up 1-0. And so Bulldogs now leading 1-0 here about 10 minutes into this game. Vermont's with the 9th-minute goal. So Howard Payne will go and pressing forward. Aggressive here, long ball forward. Bulldogs trying to win this second ball here. Longoria to it. Now Sassenhagen can't quite grab it. And Yellow Jackets looking now. Bulldogs all over the ball. Foul given.
Howard Payne playing more compact now, finally getting into the rhythm of it. Not when you're actually down a man. The smartest thing you should do is have a all attacking, basically total football. It's where all players come upfield. I see the keeper here playing more of a sweeper.
Got to be a lot more aggressive down a man, and definitely need to see them, competing a little bit and, have to gamble a little bit. Ball deep into the box. Header not connecting there, so it'll be a goal kick for Avila. I guess that was offsides. Missed that one, but either way, Bulldogs will earn possession. Now Vermont's running, and always good to see your center back find a way to score. Bulldogs looking upfield, trying to quickly turn. Carrillo now wins it. Longoria. Longoria now with some space on a little run. He's looking. Has Pacheco out wide. He'll play it through. One touch. Pacheco looking to get a cross in deep in the box, and that will be deflected for a corner. So now Bulldogs right back into the same spot. And Cruz Cantu going to go take that. He's earning the start today, and hadn't seen much of Cantu in, last season, and not much this season, and doing a good job here today, nice ball in that first corner, and, another piece that the Bulldogs will continue to use. Another ball deep into the box. Pacheco trying to get his head on it. I believe Carrillo knocked that one loose, and Howard Payne will earn the goal kick.
As you were saying about Cantu, I guess coming back, not being that much seen in the last season, definitely wants to make a mark this season. Get that, secure that spot.
Hart going to come forward, trying to win that ball. He can't quite corral it. And kind of sloppy here early, from both sides. Howard Payne down a man, and, it raining and all sorts of bad things going. But Bulldogs pass completion just isn't quite crisp enough, and looking to get things going. Now Howard Payne trying to get things going, but Longoria will clean that up. Carrillo looking. Bulldogs will change. Looking for Sassenhagen. He will head it over to Frankie. Frankie trying to run. He loses control. Bulldogs have to continue to put pressure on the Yellow Jackets. Howard Payne trying to boot that one forward. Can't quite win it. Pacheco now looking. Bulldogs retain possession. Through ball. Carrillo trying to run it down. Can't quite get there. Pass errant there from Howard Payne. Lopez will collect it. Bulldogs will be patient here. Hart looking. They will change sides over to Frankie now. Frankie looking to go. Great run up the sideline, cross into the box. Doesn't find a Bulldog, and that is cleared away by the Yellow Jackets. And, that's one thing the Bulldogs, do very well. Their left and right back do a great job of, going on those runs up the sideline and, advancing the ball for TLU. And
definitely.
Looking to give them some, new opportunities. And both Lopez and Frankie have such great pace, able to really carve up this Yellow Jacket defense.
And not only can they attack, it's just they're smart because they go up, but they know that once they lose the ball, they have to come straight back to their position.
And they're opportunistic yet, smart about it.
Yeah. And a lot of plays have come from Lopez's pass.
Absolutely. Official missing a handball there, but Bulldogs will earn possession. 30 minutes left to play here in this first half, and Bulldogs still working. Huff trying to turn. That deflected. Bulldog throw in. Looking for Carrillo. Carrillo shielding. Has some space. Little through ball. Chipped into the box. Carrillo. He'll be marked offside. That will be a stop for the Yellow Jackets. And good heads-up play to go quick on the throw-in there. Header won by the Yellow Jackets, and Hart will come. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what you'd call that in soccer, but I'd call that a tomahawk chop, kind of flying through the air to.
That's a good name for it right
forward. There. Lopez marking the ball. Howard Payne with some space, and Longoria will come sweep it away. Now Howard Payne with the throw in here. Captain Connolly going to take it here. Ball launched deep into the box. Looking to turn, connects. Cleared away by the Bulldogs. Pacheco will control it. Bulldog throw in. Now the Bulldogs going to look to counter here. But they'll slow things down and be patient. And, patience going to be key here for the Bulldogs today, especially, Howard Payne being down a man. No reason to gamble, lose the ball, As long as they're patient and keep looking and continue to use their extra man, they'll have great advantages. A long through ball connects up front. Shot taken. Save made there, and good chance there for Jaden Frankie. Great run, great ball there from the back, and Bulldogs continuing to have chances here early. Bulldogs winning the ball back. Frankie. Cantu trying to get it over.
Slipping
Our
on the
Payne
ball.
player tripping, though. Now Cantu with some space. He'll play it wide. Huff looking. Huff marked. Trying to turn. Shielding. Plays it back. Longoria, edge of the box. Shot taken. And another big save there for the Yellow Jackets. Villa doing a good job there in the box, and Longoria looking to add a goal for the Bulldogs. Had that good chance on the free kick early and had another chance right there. And, you know, I'm not a betting man, Joaquin, but, you know, the odds of him missing that third one, I don't think they're going to be too good. So I think he'll be able to find the back of the net that next strike. But
oh, he's definitely he's itching for a goal. And you know what? With players like that, he's definitely going to get it.
Absolutely. You know, having your senior captain, you know, being that opportunistic, you know, he's going to find the net. So it's just a matter of time here for the Bulldogs today. And Sassenhagen winning the ball by a little bit of fancy footwork, trips up his defender there. Looking to go into Carrillo. Carrillo, little chipping pass, can't quite connect, and Villa will come scoop it up for the Yellow Jackets. Bulldogs pressing all the way up. And going to try and tire out Huff and Carrillo, I guess. Howard Payne trying to counter, but that'll be cleared away. Foul given, so Bulldogs will maintain possession there.
You know, Howard Payne playing a little too narrow here. Just small touches. I feel like if they found the long ball, they could probably do something with it.
Absolutely.
But Bulldogs definitely making incredible plays down the midfield, you know, and then finding their wingers out wide.
Absolutely. And, you know, being down a man, you know, there's just not as many opportunities. And, you know, the Bulldogs, you know, if they're ever truly in trouble, they can always change and we'll have something. Lopez wins the ball back deep. Pacheco, one touch. Huff trying to turn. He loses control. Pacheco will mark the ball. Howard Payne looking to counter. They will change. Long ball over, but Frankie will intercept. Two-touch Frankie looking to get it into Huff. That's broken up. Now Pacheco, long touch. Pacheco with some space has defender into the box, and Evan Pacheco calmly slots that one away. Great run there from Huff to create some space and alleviate some pressure, and Pacheco gets to that left foot and calmly slots it away from about 7 meters.
It was a great run, but it kind of reminds you of Sunday League soccer, just casually going into the box.
Absolutely,
like
you know.
Defense
and
not
we
really.
know how fast Pacheco is. And
yeah, you know, with a player like that, to leave him open, he's going to get a goal.
Absolutely.
You give him the space, he's going to go after it.
You know, that looked like 75% speed there from Evan Pacheco. And he able to calmly put that one away. So some subs will come in. Akantu will take a break. We will see number 8, Guzman. Huff going to take a break, and that will bring on number 71, Zach Faik. So two guys who are seeing some more rotation time. You know, Guzman scoring in their last outing against Marymount. And, you know, Zach Faik, a good, strong striker up front, had some good minutes. Was involved in one of those dust-up goals against Howard Payne Hardin Simmons, and doing a good job here for the Bulldogs, the junior. So now Lug's looking to go. And deep field position here for Howard Payne. Going to have a throw in. The captain will come over and take it. You're going to look to have a chance here. Bulldogs all over the ball and will win it back. Lopez now. He tries to clear it. That deflected. Howard Payne trying to win it back. Foul given. So Avila will come up and he'll look to have a long ball here up the field. He'll play it over to Vermont. Vermont to Pacheco. Pacheco turning. Forward to Faik. Faik over to Carrillo. Has Faik. Faik through with the chance. Shot taken. And just wide there for Zach Faik. Great chance. Can't quite find the net there. Great ball there from Carrillo, and another good chance for the Bulldogs. Howard Payne will continue to play about the back and continue to look here. Bulldogs pressing forward. Now Howard Payne looking to go. And Howard Payne will kind of park the bus here for a little bit and continue to play through the back.
Wow. You can definitely see the mood change of Howard Payne, just kind of gone down and not very confident in their actions.
Absolutely
Especially
not.
since they're
Now
down a man.
Bulldogs with some space. Pacheco has Lopez Pacheco, edge of the box. Oh! And the keeper with an error there, and Evan Pacheco will find the back of the net again.
And the goalkeeper will be staying on the ground for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Evan Pacheco with his second of the contest. Bulldogs leading 3-0 here midway through first half. And unfortunate error there for Villa. You know, and that's one of those things, you know. Box is wet, the ball's wet, you know. Things start not going your way and a little bit out of your control. And Evan Pacheco won't mind as he finds his second goal of the day here. Now Faik will press forward. Some more Bulldog subs getting ready to go here. Guzman pressing forward. Bulldogs win the ball back, so now some stoppage time. And we will see Palmer come on for Carrillo. You know, Palmer, that big frame at about 6'4" or 5" up there. And Bulldogs looking to get some fresh legs in. And, you know, Bulldogs comfortable here in this one. Carrillo looking. Lopez looking. Pacheco marking. Palmer trying to get in on it. He'll win the ball back. Lopez now looking. Chip ball through. Pacheco onside. Looking to run. He's bumped. That will be a deep throw in now for the Bulldogs.
You know, this is a great opportunity for Palmer to score a goal.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Especially, you know, over 6 foot.
Pacheco now edge of the box. Ball cross, doesn't connect. Sassenhagen will control it. Back to Frankie. Frankie now looking. Chip ball into Palmer. Palmer gets his head on it. And that will find the back of the net. And as you were just saying, Joaquin, what a chance.
What a chance.
Right there for the taking.
And perfect for a guy his size, a header.
Absolutely.
Right,
all the things we talked about, everything going the Bulldogs' way. And Bulldogs looking to have a Bulldog party here early. That ballooning the lead up to 4-0 now. And Palmer getting in on the action. I mean, he might not have been on the field for more than a minute or two before he found the back of the net. Incredible stuff there from the sophomore. Long ball forward, and Bulldogs trying to control it. Yellow Jackets looking to get things going here. Played back to Avila. Avila will chip it forward. Now Pacheco turning. Has lots of space. Bulldogs with some numbers. That deflected off the back heel of Palmer. Longoria all over the ball. Bulldogs will be patient here. Hart looking. Errant pass there from Hart, intended for Frankie. That will stay with the Yellow Jackets. Checo marking the ball. Palmer running forward. Howard Payne trying to find a way to put some pressure on the Bulldogs, but yet to be successful in their venture. Deep throw in again here for the Yellow Jackets. And again, the Yellow Jackets will load up the box here on this throw in. The Yellow Jacks just so outnumbered there in the box. Good ball in from the captain. Shot taken, and that will curl well wide of the goal there. And
hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Yeah, and he missed about in the 1% there. Percentile, is that the right word? Yeah. A 99% accuracy. And, that was the 1%, pretty undesirable. But at least he got a shot up, maybe trying to put some pressure on the Bulldogs a little bit. Now Avila will play it through the back. And, interesting to see, Avila usually responsible for launching that ball down the field. Bulldog style changes a little bit here with Howard Payne being down a man. Ball through for Palmer. Palmer running. That cleared away by the Yellow Jackets. So now another corner for TLU. Guzman over to take the corner here. And some confusion here. Goal a bit out of place. Lines judge with the catch there. And now we will see a corner. Ball low into the box. Cleared away. Now a deep TLU throw in. Definitely putting the ball boys and girls to work today. Ball into the box for Faik. Faik turning. He'll play it back. Has Frankie. Frankie now taking a shot. That deflected. And another corner awarded to the Bulldogs. That shot kind of coming out of nowhere, but powerful. Now Guzman with another chance here. Chipping pass intended for Faik and just over the top of the bar there. Now goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. It's about 15 here to go in this first half of action. Bulldogs still leading 4-0. The Bulldogs will press forward. Palmer looking to get on the ball. Palmer pressing all the way forward. Long ball over. Frankie looked to come off his line there, but stayed home. Bulldogs pressing forward. That ball cleared away. Poor clearance there from the keeper. Bulldogs all over it. Frankie winning it. Now Faik. Sanchez. Over to Hart. Now Guzman, left-footed shot. And can't quite find the net there. Bulldogs just piling on the shot attempts here. Bulldogs pressing forward. So we had a group of substitutions there. Missed a couple of them, but David Villarreal on. Number 41, Ben Gutierrez, and number 7, Diego Sanchez. So all faces we've seen and seen quite a bit this year. And here come the subs for Howard Payne. And there are too many for me to try and call out each one of them, but
It's what my old high school coach would say, a hockey change.
yeah. I think there was 5 of them too, so it would be just like a hockey team there. Platoon subs, however you want to say it. We had our fair share of that in basketball too. Your coach gets really mad and he'll just take everyone that was on the floor out.
Just trying to pick up the little pieces and do something in the game.
Absolutely. You know, if you're Howard Payne, you know, you just got to fight and hang in there. You know, this is, already looking to be a tough one by the numbers, and losing someone like that early, really put them in a bad spot. Faik pressing forward. Palmer now. Bulldogs all over the ball. They force the turnover. Foul given.
No. Good sight for the ref.
Malachi Marinez. Marinez, please forgive me. Bit shaken up there.
Yeah, anytime in soccer, anytime you put your hand up in front of a player, ref's always going to call that as a foul.
Absolutely. You got to be careful there. You don't want to give contact to the face. You know, it's an easy call.
And the ball went
official.
out.
Ball out of bounds. Sub coming, so Lopez will take a well-earned break. That will bring on number 43, Romario Salazar, for the Bulldogs. Ball headed back by the Yellow Jackets. Palmer pressing forward. Poor clearance there. Now Guzman into Faik. Faik trying to turn. Long touch. Turns. Back. Plays it back. Salazar now with some space. Salazar flick into Faik. Faik trying to get a cross in. Trying to earn the ball back. Faik deep on that baseline there. And goal kick given. And another good chance for the Bulldogs. Faik just couldn't quite find that angle to turn there. Get that ball into the middle of the box. Into Faik. Faik again. He'll play it back. Palmer now. Palmer turning. Plays it back to Frankie. That deflected, so another throw-in now for the Bulldogs. Another sub coming in. We will see Guzman take a break. That will bring on number 14, Luis Briseño. Another freshman here for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs trying to win the ball here. Howard Payne trying to get it into the Bulldog third. Unsuccessful in their venture. Now the Bulldogs looking to counter. So Sanchez. Villarreal out to Frankie. Frankie will be marked aggressively. Back to Sanchez. Into Vermont. And now Bulldogs looking again. Salazar with it. Back to Salazar. Poor touch there. Villarreal sliding over to get it. Palmer going to mark the ball. Villarreal. Poor pass there. And, you know, we're starting to see the effects of the rain here. Passes just aren't quite being completed. People losing their footing a little bit. So, all over the place here. Salazar now dribbling into some space. Gutierrez now looking over to Frankie. Frankie now running with space, with pace. Going to get a cross in. And goal kick awarded to the Bulldogs. So subs coming in for the Bulldogs. And Jaden Frankie will take a break. That will bring on number 4, Cristiano Perez, freshman out of Antonian. Gutierrez trying to win that ball.
A little nutmeg there.
Yeah, bit
Still
dangerous
loses.
pass there.
Ooh.
Bulldogs all around it. Can't quite get it to it. Sanchez marking the ball. That deflected. Bulldogs will change, and Bulldogs' pace slowing down here a little bit. Being very methodical here and patient. And Gutierrez looking, Villarreal. Bulldogs will change. We're there to Perez. Perez looking to get a pass through, trying to connect there with Gutierrez. And Howard Payne will earn the ball there. Now Ben Gutierrez looking to go through. Faik. Bulldogs with some space. Faik. Couple of touches. Takes a shot. That deflected. And that will be picked up there from Villa. Ball going forward. Marked by Gutierrez. Faik winning the ball back. Bulldogs trying to find something out of nothing here. Plays it back. Villarreal with it. He'll go ahead and change over to Salazar. Salazar with the cross. Intended for Palmer on the rebound. Villarreal looking. Villarreal, little chip shot there, and that will be well over the bar. And it will be a Howard Payne goal kick. And not sure quite what that was supposed to be, if that was a chip shot or intended kind of lobbing pass there, but either way, it gets away from the Bulldogs.
Just a little miss kick. I think it was going for a lob pass for Palmer.
That's what I thought too, but then didn't really change direction much there. I was like, well, did he try and chip him from too far out? You never know. But regardless, the Bulldogs still going to be okay. Fight, controlling the ball. Now Palmer out wide, intended for Sanchez. Can't quite get to it. Another throw in now. 3 minutes left to go here in the first half. Villarreal going to go ahead and change over to Romario Salazar with some space. Back to Salazar, trying to chip that one through. Can't quite get lucky. Palmer now with some pressure. That deflected, and so deep throw in for the Bulldogs. Into Palmer. Palmer trying to head it back to Salazar, but that will get away from him. Howard Payne trying to earn some better field position here. Bulldogs looking to add one more here in the first half. 1:30 looking. Pass intended for Sanchez there. Bulldogs all over it, trying to earn it back. That cleared away. Hart will control it. Salazar looking. Long ball into Faik. Faik. Bit offside there, and tough one to try and time out. Right idea there from the Bulldogs, but Faik just a little bit too aggressive there. Minute left on the clock here. Bulldogs still pressing forward, looking to find one more here before the half. Bulldogs will earn the ball back. Bulldogs will change. Here about 35 left to go. Sanchez losing it. Palmer trying to earn it back. Gutierrez to mark. Bulldogs have to go quick here if they're going to go. 15 left. Bulldogs going to look to end this one in the backfield. And the first half will come a close here for the Bulldogs, leading Howard Payne 4-0 with 2 from Evan Pacheco, another from Palmer, and Evan Vermonts with the first one. So Bulldogs leading 4-0, and we will be right back with you guys after the break. And welcome back, folks. This is Chris Jones here with
Joaquin Sanchez.
And we are here to bring you the second half of this thriller here on a rainy day at the Gustafson Field. Bulldogs leading 4-0 over the Yellow Jackets and looking to add on here in the second half. And both sides getting ready. In case you missed the first half, the Bulldogs started off and hot foot, I guess, not a hot hand out here in soccer, but Bulldogs got it going early. You know, Howard Payne saw a red card in the 3rd minute, and so been a tough challenge here for the Yellow Jackets. But now the Bulldogs looking to keep going here and continue to work on their stuff. You know, still wanting to get something out of this one, you know, despite it, you know, kind of ballooning up a lead a little bit. And Bulldogs will continue to work. Bulldogs pressing all the way forward. Howard Payne trying to run a little bit. Plays it through. That'll be offsides and stick with the Bulldogs. So here we go. And in conditions, you know, rain has held a little bit. You know, hadn't rained directly, you know, here for about 30 minutes or so, but the field's still wet, you know. Saw, you know, an error there from Villa in the first half.
Ooh.
And all trying to get through and foul in the box there. And referee with some words there for the captain, Carrillo, and Hallman getting tied up there. Howard Payne going to go ahead and change things in goal via, you know, conceding 4, going to go ahead and take a break. So Logan Laminack out of Robinson, Texas, Robinson High School there in the Waco area will start in the goal for the Yellow Jackets.
Just missed it, Jonesy. One of the Howard Payne players literally caught it right in his hands. I was just...
Oh, man. Yeah. And that's a Sunday game for you.
Yeah. Wrong kind of football.
Absolutely. Little mental error there. Sanchez running, tries to chip it through. Carrillo trying to get to it, trying to keep it inbounds. That's cleared away. Vermont's over to it. Bulldogs looking to stay on the gas pedal here. Now looking. Ngoria, a little pass over. Through to Pacheco. Pacheco, they try and get across in there. That'll be deflected away. It'll stay in bounds. Pacheco trying to win it back. Howard Payne shielding, turning, getting it out of that spot. Guzman over to the ball. Guzman will stick with it. Now with some space. Guzman, 2-touch. Shot taken. Carrillo in the box. And that'll be cleared away. And how did Carrillo not find the net there? Great chance for the Bulldogs. And just couldn't quite put that one away. Carrillo had it right there, 2 foot in front of the goal. Guzman looking. Frankie now. Frankie going to run. Chips it through. Carrillo now. Good feet there from Carrillo. Cross coming into the box. Connects.
And a goal.
And goal for Preston Huff. And what a goal that was off the cross there. Assist going to Carrillo. And a little back heel flick right there.
Great technique.
Finding the back of the net.
Just great technique, just coming up right in front to the first post and then letting that ball go to the back one.
Absolutely.
And catching the keeper off guard.
And right there, if you're Laminack, you know, I'd be pretty angry at my teammates for letting a cross like that come into the box and finding an unmarked Huff. You know, I'd be pretty livid. And
I would be pretty furious too, man.
Things not going the Yellow Jackets' way, and Bulldogs continuing their party. That is now the fourth different Bulldog to find a goal here in this contest. Now the Yellow Jackets trying to run. Beats Alex Hart. Hart trying to win it back. Bulldogs will control it. Lopez trying to win it. Guzman to mark the ball. Howard Payne trying to get things going offensively here in this second half. Trying to stay aggressive here and find a way to get the ball up the field. Now, big clearance there from Avila. Headed forward. Controlled by Frankie. Little chipping pass. Howard Payne trying to go, and the speed of Longoria there. Just Howard Payne unable to manage. Long throw in, trying to connect, marked by Frankie. Frankie will win that one back. Over to Vermont's. Hart will drop. Now the Bulldogs looking. Vermont's going to try and send it forward. Huff trying to turn. Bit of a miss there on the header. Hart will control it over to Lopez. Bulldogs changing. Now has the angle forward. Looking. Chipping pass. Connects with Huff. Huff going out wide. Some nice footwork there from Carrillo. Carrillo's cross trying to find Guzman, but that will be cleared away. Now a throw in or corner for the Bulldogs, first of the half. Fourth corner of this one here today. I believe that is Sanchez to take. And got to find Huff right here. Bulldogs loading up the box. Cross a bit low. That'll be cleared away. Lopez winning it over to Sanchez. Sanchez now trying to shield. He's taken down. No foul given. Now Frankie controlling. Finds Sanchez. Tries to play it through. Guzman controlling. Over to Frankie again. Frankie now running. Plays it out wide. Pacheco. Cross into the box.
Ooh.
Dangerous cross there from Pacheco. Doesn't quite find a Bulldog. Goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. Salazar telling the Bulldogs to press up. And poor touch there from the Yellow Jackets. Results in a turnover. Guzman trying to let that one through. A little miscommunication. Pacheco now with space. Over to Lopez. Lopez with some time. Looking to run. Back to Pacheco. Pacheco one to beat. Pacheco now running. He'll take a shot. And that will be off the body there of the keeper for the Yellow Jackets. Salamanec deflecting that one out of bounds. Sanchez will take another corner here for the Bulldogs. Ball in from Sanchez, high into the box, punched away there. Lamanak. Guzman, edge of the box, shot taken, that's deflected. Now Longoria finds Carrillo. Carrillo trying to turn, controlling it. That cleared away. Now Carrillo again, foul given on Hart there. And now the Jackets trying to counter. Ball marked by Jaden Frankie. Little through ball. Vermont's will come off his line to try and clear that one. Shot taken and shot missed badly there.
Way off. Way off.
And Bulldogs will earn the goal kick. And, you know, Joaquin, that's only the second shot I can recall being taken here today.
At least he's been close to the goal.
And they've been yet to be within 5 feet of the goal.
In a way, I think you can kind of say Howard Payne's kind of in a desperate, situation where they just at least want to get a shot, or at least something on target.
Oh, and chip pass there intended for Pacheco. Gets away from the Bulldogs. Little deflection there. Carrillo finds the ball, edge of the box, chip pass. Guzman can't quite run it down. Now Pacheco shielding, turning.
Oh. Kind of swept off his feet
and
there.
Taken down there. And dangerous spot for a Bulldog set piece. So, Bulldogs now looking. I believe that is Guzman to go take. Bulldogs will load up the box. Ball in. Pacheco finds it. Pacheco trying to turn. Shot deflected. Corner TLU. Cross into the box. Pacheco will find it. Has Longoria. Sliding challenge there from the Yellow Jackets. Frankie now with some space. Frankie looking. Frankie will take a shot. That deflected. Might have got a hand there. And now the Bulldogs will slow things down. Longoria trying to fire pass in there. Doesn't quite connect. Hart now. And the Bulldogs, still dominating possession here, Joaquin, and really being troublesome for the Yellow Jackets.
Definitely. They're already getting to the box and taking those shots. You will definitely expect a goal in a minute or two, I'm guessing. Let's hope.
Put a lot of pressure on the net here in the last couple minutes. And long ball forward. Now, Carrillo looking. Carrillo, little cutback. Had that dangerous cross last time. Longoria has Frankie. Frankie now with some space. Looking. Frankie with lots of pace. Trying to dribble it deep. That one will get away from Jaden Frankie and be a goal kick. Bulldogs still pressing forward, staying aggressive here. Pacheco winning it back. Pacheco's taken down. A little bit of extra love and contact there from the defense. Referee giving a little motion, cut that out. And now it'll be a Bulldog free kick. And, Evan Pacheco has a way of kind of, getting under the skin of his opponents. We see him pick up yellow cards from time to time. Plays really chippy, and one of the things that makes him a great player. And, no shortage of that here today.
He's definitely a player with a lot of passion. He gives a lot for this game and gets into it. He gets a little frustrated at times, but it's all love. It's all because he wants to win.
Now the cross from Sanchez. Good ball into the box. Keeper will come pick that one up. And he will play it right into the feet of Lopez. And Aggressive again. Howard Payne, Longoria over to Frankie. Bulldogs will change again. Lopez now through to Pacheco. Pacheco, deep corner, looking to beat his defender. Gives that one away. He'll stay on it, but that will be deflected and award the Yellow Jackets throw in. Bulldogs staying aggressive and looking for that 6th, 7th goal, really working to keep fighting and keep adding on those goals here lately. And that clearance off the reserves, off the shed there, and way deep. Time will stop, and yellow awarded to Howard Payne's number 18, I believe. And that is Juan Naro. And, he's been getting close to earning that one here for a little bit after that dust up with Pacheco and some other stuff that's gone down. But, he needs to be careful, with one of his teammates already being on red. This official not too hesitant to bring out a red, so Bulldogs will have to continue and be careful.
Things will definitely get scary if Howard Payne gets another red card. They just have 9 men on the field against 11.
Now Longoria, low ball in, finds Lopez. Lopez takes a shot. And that one way out of bounds there, as a fan said. So that will bring on some subs here from both sides. And hockey substitution kind of as you would. So
both sides.
Platooning and lots of people coming on the field. I am not going to bother to call out names. Expect to see some familiar faces. I see Palmer. I see Faik. I see Sassenhagen. I believe that's number 14, Luis Briseño. Looks like that far side, that is 34. I believe that is Nico Gonzalez.
Okay.
So some new faces for the Bulldogs and some more subs continuing to warm up here. Palmer trying to win it early. Jackets will control it. Bulldogs all over the ball here on this close sideline. Bit handsy there from Palmer.
Wouldn't be really smart to kick all the way to the box from here. Not enough numbers.
Not enough numbers and not a good enough angle, but they will try it anyways. And as you say, Joaquin, that is cleared away comfortably. And now the Bulldogs going to look to counter. Forward to Palmer. Good pass there. Gonzalez running, looking. Poor touch there from Gonzalez. That will be out of bounds. Now Palmer will look to get it in here for the Bulldogs. .26-29 here to go. And things looking to get shaken up. Now this is like the Bulldogs' 6th or 7th corner here, and looking to get this going here. Trying to find the net again here on this set piece. And here comes number 7, Sanchez. Back here, Palmer trying to flick it up in the box, looking for someone. Sassenhagen trying to get to it. That cleared away. Hart looking. Now Sassenhagen with some space. He's going to turn out wide. Palmer going to go ahead and cross it in. Good cross there. Can't find anyone on the backside. That will result in a goal kick. Longoria now. 25 here of second half play left. Bulldogs will change. Frankie. Lopez forward. Lopez running. Plays it through. Lopez with some space. Going to cross it. Finds Briseño. Briseño loses his footing. Longoria trying to pick that one up. Bulldogs looking to cross again. That deflected. And Briseño there just losing his feet, but had a great chance. Now it'll be another corner for the Bulldogs, and I believe this is number 7 or 8. Low cross, trying to connect. I thought there was a handball there in the box. Bulldogs side sure think so, and official won't give. Cross in, connects. Faik trying to turn. He loses it. Briseño can't quite corral it either, and now Howard Payne looking to go 1-on-7. And a little bit of a flop there, and foul given against the Bulldogs. Howard Payne trying to go quick.
Terrible ball.
Bad pass. Palmer pressing forward. Deflected off the Yellow Jackets. Bulldogs will earn the throw-in. Now the Bulldogs looking to go here. Sub coming in. And Longoria will end his day here. Great match here for the captain. And that will bring on number 20, Ben Villarreal. David Villarreal, excuse me. All these names with all the substitutions today. I'm still doing my best. This is only our second one of the year here, at least for me. So please bear with me as I get the hang of things. Bulldogs still looking to add that 6th or 7th goal here in the last 20 minutes of play and continuing to work. Another corner here for the Bulldogs. And another chance. And I'd maybe like to see them go to the head of Palmer again here.
Hopefully. Definitely like to see him positioned more in the back post area.
Absolutely. You can give him the best angle to see the ball and find the net.
But they're playing quick now.
Absolutely, and there it is. Into Faik, and Faik over the bar. Now some substitutions here. And we will see Lopez finish his day, and as well as Jaden Frankie, and that'll bring on Romario Salazar and number 4, Cristiano Perez. Headed forward. Now Zach Faik with some space. He's trying to run it down. He'll keep it inbounds. Will be deflected away. Deep throw in now. Evan Vermont's now. He'll change over to Salazar. Hart trying to find someone up front. Howard Payne changing. Sassenhagen has to drop. Bulldogs trying to get back into position here. And poor touch from the Yellow Jackets will leave TLU with the ball. They'll give it right back, though. Salazar urging his team to press up.
All right, I think it's
Long ball forward. That'll be controlled there by Perez. Villarreal turning. Finds Briseño. Briseño over Sassenhagen trying to go through. Plays it to nobody. Ball will stay with Howard Payne. Sassenhagen now, edge of the box. He's gone a little run. He's bumped. Cutting back and forth. Trying to get it in. That deflected. And that ball over the line there. Sassenhagen almost had a really nice goal there. But couldn't quite get that last touch to put that one away. 18:50 here to play. Another substitution coming on. I believe we will see the captain, Evan Bermonts, finish his day. And that will bring on number 16 for the Bulldogs. And that is C.J. McHale. Crowd favorite, Zach Faik marking the ball. Foul given.
You can hear the women's soccer team over here by the corner.
On that far side of the goal there. And good to see them nice and peppy despite their tough result against Division I opponent UTRGV today. Really bringing some energy in this one here.
I mean, it's what it is. One team, one family is what we are.
Absolutely. You know, women's soccer played Howard Payne yesterday. Can't remember the final result, but you know, it was, I think, a pretty handsome win there for the Lady Dogs. Villarreal looking now. Mario Salazar with some pace over the right wing. Trying to get a cross in. Throw in now deep for the Bulldogs. Good ball into the box. Faik trying to control it. Bulldogs sticking with it here. Maintaining possession, keeping it in the Howard Payne third. Trying to go through to Briseño. Howard Payne trying to counter. In come the Bulldogs, though. Salazar through to Faik. Briseño's through. Keeper off his line.
Oh,
Briseño off the crossbar on the rebound to Sassenhagen. He'll pass it through. Villarreal now takes the shot. That deflected.
yeah.
Briseño trying to turn. Briseño, edge of the box. Crosses it in. Faik trying to get to it. Bulldogs with 3 good chances there. And now they'll stay on it. We'll chip and pass out wide. Bulldogs going to look to get a cross in here. Into Salazar. Salazar. Briseño. Briseño takes the shot, and it is wide. And another good chance there from the Bulldogs.
Knocking
Just
right
can't
out the
quite
door.
find the net there.
They're right there. They're at the door. They're gonna get a goal. I have total confidence they're gonna get a goal.
Absolutely. And, they'd love to see that 6th or 7th goal, find the net. But the Bulldogs will continue to have to work. And, it's important. You want to see your second unit be able to score, and you learn to really gel and mesh here together. And, what better way than in a game, that's already been decided for the most part. Now with some space, Bulldogs looking. That pass interrupted. And Bulldogs will control it. Sassenhagen now. Over to Villarreal. Villarreal. Little chip pass. We'll find Roma Salazar dancing. Looking to go. Beats his defender. 2-touch. Over to Faik. Faik taking a shot. That deflected. Bulldogs stay with it, though. Perez. Villarreal. Villarreal looking. Villarreal doing a good job controlling the ball there in that kind of 30-meter position. Roma Salazar trying to dance. That will be cleared away. So the clock really burning right here as Bulldogs go chase after that one. And looking here, throw in now. Faik trying to turn, strong from Faik. Now Villarreal looking. That one getting away from the Bulldogs. Corner given. Howard Payne will go load up the goal again. And here we will see some more subs. So Ben Gutierrez coming in. And Joaquin, do you have a better look on the number?
Not really.
29. Let's see. Another new face for the Bulldogs. Number 29, that is Saul Schreiber. Oh, we saw him the other day. So some Bulldogs in. Played to Schreiber. Now Schreiber. Villarreal. Villarreal trips up. He maintains possession.
Way to keep fighting.
Absolutely. Schreiber now. Cross coming in. That deflected away. Another corner given. Women's soccer really ready to see another goal here. And Bulldogs looking to find their 6th or 7th goal here on the 6-7 weekend. Very important to them here today.
It's costed.
Ball into the box. Intended for Palmer. Keeper can't get to it. Bulldogs. Palmer. Ooh. And that is just wide. And I thought we were about to see a shot there on the volley from about 18 meters out at the edge of the box, but went for a pass. I'd have loved to see that one.
A volley in the box would definitely be a beautiful goal.
And
clean
Salazar trying to find a tackle there. Ball gets away from the Yellow Jackets. Bulldogs still leading 5-0, about 11 here to go in the second half of action. And the second unit trying to keep things going here. Good header there from Faik. Ball cleared away, though, by the defense. Header coming in, trying to find Briseño. Bulldogs try to go too quick. How the Bulldogs looking. Bulldogs continuing to work here, maintaining possession. Careless pass, though. Almost leads to a turnover. Howard Payne really parking the bus here in the second, not wanting to let this thing get even more out of hand. Forward to Palmer. Ben Gutierrez tripped up. Gutierrez picks up the foul there, and Howard Payne will maintain possession. Perez trying to get fancy there. Subs coming in. Whole bunch coming in for Howard Payne. And Villarreal will see his day come to a close. That will bring in a new Bulldog. And that is number 6, Jonathan Rodriguez. Oh, and poor decision there from the linesman. Howard Payne will find the ball here. 8:30 to go. As you know, here in Seguin, we love the number 8:30. And now Howard Payne getting into the TLU third for the first time, really, of the match. Cross coming into the box, and Avila will comfortably go get that one. Bulldogs going to try and counter quick here, so here goes Romario Salazar with pace. He'll play it forward to Palmer. Palmer looking. Bulldogs running out of numbers as the Yellow Jackets go swarming back home to their nest back there by the goal. Cross coming in. Header to Briseño, but that will not find the net. And another chance for the Bulldogs. They try and pile it on here. $7:30 left to go. Howard Payne still fighting, still working here. And now, this is a matter of the Bulldogs and the clock here. Gutierrez turning back to Roma Salazar. Ed Salazar tripped up in quite a dramatic fashion there. He will earn the set piece there for the Bulldogs. And flailing his arms and leaving his feet. Now a set piece. And in goes Rodriguez to take for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs loading up the edge of the box there. Bulldogs will play it through. And taken down in the box. And reaching into his pocket. And I believe we will see a yellow. So, yellow given. TLU women's soccer chirping a little bit there. And I'm not quite sure if that was inside the box or not. Looks like it will be just outside. And Howard Payne almost conceding 2 penalties here in this one. 5:45 stopped on the clock, and Howard Payne in a troublesome spot here at the end of this one.
And now Ray in a good position to score a goal from here.
And Bulldogs, still looking to add one here late. Ball in, shot taken. That'll be picked up there by the Howard Payne keeper. Howard Payne trying to counter. It'll be swallowed up by the Bulldogs. And now Perez looking. Faik turning. Going through. Briseño out wide. Bulldogs looking across. Plays it back. Rodriguez trying to go through. Trying to connect. That will get out of bounds. Time will stop, and we will see some more Bulldogs step onto the pitch here. Faik will end his day here. And forgive me, but I just don't have a great look at the numbers. I believe that is 33. Juan Diego Ruiz up front. And missed the other one, Joaquin. I don't know if you saw a number, but some more subs in for the Bulldogs. Oh, I believe it's 47, Nicholas Dunn. .4:14 left to go here. And things are starting to slowly come to a close here. Bulldogs continuing to press up, continuing to work, but it's not happening. Howard Payne will sub one last player in, and things will continue to close here. Goal kick for the Yellow Jackets. And Briseño accidentally gets his hand on that one. Ruiz will press forward. Bulldogs continuing to press up. Schreiber trying to get on it. Howard Payne on a little run. Some space. Plays it out wide, taken down, edge of the box. Foul given. And a late chance here for Howard Payne. Foul going against the Bulldogs here, 1:26 on the clock. And Avila going to be tested here on this free kick. So Yellow Jackets to take here. Shot coming in against the wall, and routine save there from Avila. Bulldogs trying to counter here off the pin. About 40 seconds left. Long ball forward. And Romario Salazar with it. Looking. Bulldogs still trying to add one late. Salazar taken down. 26 left to go. Bulldogs will have to go quick. They play it out. Now looking. Bulldogs give it away. Things coming to a close here. Howard Payne trying to add one. Looking for some heroics here at the end. And the Bulldogs find a way to shut Howard Payne out here. 5-0 Bulldogs find a win. 4 coming there in that first half. And the Bulldogs come into a comfortable win here today. And
definitely a comfortable win for the Bulldogs.
You know, a great response after the draw on Friday. You know, good weekend here for the Bulldogs, and you know they continue to work here in this preseason as they, you know, gear up for SCAC play. But dominant win here today, and we will be back with you guys here before too long as the Bulldogs continue to work. Joaquin, any final thoughts?
Honestly, I think the Bulldogs had an incredible game. You know, they really showed their talent. You know, every player, players from off the bench and players starting, gave it their all. And as you can see, results show. And just really happy about the results. And
absolutely,
definitely happy night for Eddie Salazar and the Bulldogs.
So, Bulldog party here at the Gus today. Bulldogs beating the Yellow Jackets 5-0. And as always, this has been Chris Jones.
Joaquin Sanchez.
We are signing off. Good night, Bulldog Nation.